Yo, 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 yo!
Okay, I'm going to stop this. Hey, I'm going to stop this. We got him.
What's going on?
Tyrone, how are you?
Doing great. Did some sessions today with the Caribbeans or Caribbeans, however we say it. It was so great. And I'm just really pumped for you guys because we're about to be out in London. Hey, turn up.
Well,
who's ready?
Good evening, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, everybody from around the world. This is Tyrone Foster. This is one of IM Academy's master traders and trainers and educators. This guy is, I'm not going to steal his thunder. I'm going to let him tell you his background, what he's doing. I remember when Roger and I first had a conversation with him, and we asked him, how much do you make, Tyrone? And he blew us away with the amount of pounds he makes, and it's all through trading. Anyway, Tyrone, just introduce yourself, mate. Tell everybody who you are, where you are, what you are, why you are.
All right. What's going on, guys? My name is Tyrone Foster. I've been trading the markets for almost 9 years now. September 17th will be my anniversary for trading. I'm out here in Miami right now, so it's a beautiful day in Miami right now. If you see, it's a beautiful day out here. So yeah, I'm out here right next to the beach, and I'm just really excited to come out here. Let me tell you guys a little bit about myself. I used to be a professional dancer back in the day, not that type of dancer, but real dancer. I used to tour. I used to be with artists. I used to do a lot of movies that I still get paid for the rest of my life, residual life. I got into trading because I remember when I got injured on tour and I realized that I was a number. How many of you guys right now, when you're in your job, you feel like you're a number, all different type of stuff? Well, I felt the exact same way. And I wanted to figure out a way that I can constantly keep making money without having to work for the man or work for somebody. So I remember I got into my first actual network marketing company. That's when I made my first 6 figures in network marketing. Then I went from there and I said, oh man, I'm really getting good at this. Well, I was in a house filled with about probably 6 other guys, and they were all entrepreneurs, but I was working for a guy named Grant Cardone at that time. It was a great experience, loved it. I learned a lot from it. But how I got into trading was I had one roommate, and he was doing this thing called Forex. How many of you guys, give me some ones in the chats if you know what Forex is? That's obviously where we are. And I said, yo, what is this? And he was like, yo, it's Forex. I said, oh, you gambling, bruh? He said, not if you know what I know. And I was like, what are you talking about? Well, you know, this is beatable. Like, you can actually make money from it. That was the start of what you guys see today. Office for 9 hours a day. During my breaks, everything, I was studying. I was training. I was trying to find ways to become better. I want you guys to think about it right now. I want you to think about your life right now. Everything that you've done, working, grinding, working your job, you always try to find ways to do it better. Now it's time to do it for yourself. That's why you're here. And the only difference is you now have a coach. You have myself, you have Patrick, man, you got Simon and Roger. You got people that are really backing you up all the time. I did not have that. That's why I pour so much into you guys, because I cannot wait until you see it the way that I see it. I can't wait till you guys get into the market and be able to experience what I see every day. And it's coming, bro. It's coming. I know for a fact it is. You just have to put that time in. You're going to definitely get it faster than I did. It took me almost 9 years. Not saying 9 years to be profitable. No, I've been profitable since the second year. But I'm just saying, I want you guys to really understand your power. How Delorean got here was because about 4 years ago, the exact date is July 17th of 2016. This is before I actually shared it with Patrick. Patrick was around August. This is when I shared it with with Patrick. I was trying to set out to find an entry that was so precise, because I'm a very lazy trader. I like to make money, get my money, and go. All right. I want to spend my time with my family. I want to spend my time with my daughter. I want to spend my time with people that I loved. I wanted to find a way to make money in the market, boom, and be done. And that's when I set out to find the method for Delorean. Now, the rules came over the years, right? But in August, I actually shared it with Patrick. I said, Patrick, yo, you need to check this out. The first time, Patrick did not check it out. He said, it's too simple. It sounds too simple. It sounds too simple. Did you guys know that that's the biggest, I wouldn't say downfall, but the biggest thing people say against the Delorean? They say it's too good to be true. It's too simple. Patrick said the same thing. Said the exact same thing. He said it's too simple. It can't be true. It's too simple. Guess what Patrick did? He did nothing. I hit him up again. I said, bro, if you respect me, as you say you do, because obviously he was the first student that I've ever had. That's when he sat back and said, you know what? I'm going to really try this out. Patrick came back 48 hours. He did a live session on Facebook, trading that exact same trade in front of everybody on Facebook. Hit me back and was like, bro, this thing is sick. He was like, the only reason why it's really hard is because we only have 2 eyes. He was like, I'm missing these setups. I don't want to miss these setups. I'm working a job and I'm not bartending, but he's like, I'm working a job and I'm in school. So that's when he hit me up and he said, yo, I told him, I don't know how to do anything like that with a tool. I don't know how to do it manually. I said, it's hard doing it manually. I don't know how to do that. So then he went online and he found a guy to do it. Now, it took us months to explain the stuff and try to like get it all together. We launched it in November. It was like 18th or something like that of November. And that was the start of Delorean. It used to be called Matrix Indicator. Then we also got hit up by IM saying, hey, we want that. We did over 200 grand in like minutes when we launched. And we was like, oh my God, this is big. People are making money with it. This is the first version. You guys got the 7th version. The 7th version. You guys got it the easiest way. Back in the day, we didn't have a visual like that. You had to know the method and read the charts. It was really like the Matrix. You had to read the numbers, Roger. You had to literally read the numbers. If we had the old version, people would be like, no, I'm not doing this. Now you guys have arrows. We didn't have none of that. We had to push notifications, but we didn't have none of that. We went through the versions. Then we finally said, you know what? Let's team up with a bigger company and help a lot of these people because it's ready. And guys, that's how Delorean got here. We literally set out to make not the best tool for IM, but for the world. The results are speaking for itself, and it's giving people like you your power back. So I am so excited, Roger, Simon. I am so excited to come out to you guys in London. You guys are going to be my first people in London that I'm going to be with, and we're going to have fun out there.
Okay,
like, I'm going to do my best with you guys. No, say it.
Can we ask you a few questions?
Yes.
Okay. First thing, I've got to put one thing right. Don't go to London. We're not going to be in London.
Don't get in London.
Oh,
be on your own.
Where's it at?
Okay. We're going to be in Merseyside. We're going to be in Haydock in Merseyside. We're going to be halfway between
Liverpool.
Halfway between Manchester and Liverpool.
Right on.
Well, I'm gonna be in Liverpool then. Wherever I'm gonna be there with you guys.
Don't go to London. You
Don't
don't
go
know.
to London.
London.
You didn't
London's
know
full of-
Hey,
okay?
dumb question. Where's Liverpool?
The northwest.
North.
Tyrone.
Northwest.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
I'm gonna be there.
Okay.
I'm gonna be there.
So
You do it.
So when you do that, so when you come across, okay, so you're going to come over and we're going to have some fun. And I've got to say, you and I and Simon, we first spoke back in early March, and I've been trading on and off for maybe 5 years at that point. I got started trading 5 years ago, trading binary options.
Yes.
I lost my shirt. I mean, I blew so much money, it's not real. Because I had a guy who was supposed to be teaching me, and you ever heard that expression, the blind leading the blind? This man was stone blind.
Yes, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I didn't know that. You know, if a guy knows a few words more than you think he's an expert. And I lost my shirt, and it really scared me. And when Simon and I first got involved with trading together, Simon said binary options, and I said, nope. And then we started talking about Forex. And I said, okay, I can understand that. I can make that work. So we did okay. We did reasonably well, but we weren't consistent. And in March of this year, we had Jason introduced a pair of us to you and Patrick. Yeah. And we introduced you to the team. I look back now, that's like 9 months, 6 months ago. And in 6 months, I look back and I'm embarrassed at how little I knew 6 months ago. Okay, we were doing some calls that we thought, you've muted yourself. We did some calls that we thought were sort of, we thought we were reasonably good. Yeah. No, we were not good. We were just not good. But you taught me some stuff. You taught me some really, really good stuff. And I love listening to, you know, I've watched your videos. I've watched all the stuff that you've got in live sessions,
Thank you.
all the stuff that's in the lives, all the stuff that you've got in the back, in the favor.
No, thank you.
Made a world of difference. We've got some guys on here who I've seen come forward in leaps and bounds. Steve Brain is, to my mind, he's our Delorean expert.
Yes, come on, Steve.
Steve watches he follows every word you say, man.
Man, thank you, Steve.
Word of it. Yeah?
Thank you.
And he's got it. He has absolutely got it.
Can I say one thing to you guys real quick?
Yeah.
You guys, I want to give up to everybody on this call. Obviously the whole team, but Simon and Roger, I want to thank you guys personally. Why? Because you guys were the start of this whole wave. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know that.
We've got a bunch of people that are following you now.
Well, not even just that. When Jason first brought you guys, you guys were, I guess, the guinea pig. He wanted to see if Delorean worked. And I thank you guys for giving us that opportunity to teach you guys. Because one of the hardest things of the whole thing, I remember when we had a conversation, I said the easiest thing is making you money. But the hardest thing for us was getting in front of people. Nobody wanted to give us a chance, bro. Nobody wanted to give us a chance. We tried. People were just like, oh, no, you're not a chairman, so we're not going to give you a chance. And you guys gave us a chance.
Well, you gave us something back. You gave Simon and I something back. You gave us some freedom back. And this is what I think this business is about. Because what we were doing before that is Simon and I were trying to call the deals for the entire team. What we were trying to do was use vibrato and different signals, and we were kind of trying to filter them and pass trades across that we thought worked for people, and they did work. People made money on them. Then we had some real bad times. We had December 12th was scary. December 12th, what happened here in the UK was December the 12th was an election.
Oh.
And we had a trade on Great British Pound, and we thought the pound is going to tank because we thought the election result is an unpopular result. The pound is going to tank, and we all traded against the pound, and it went through the roof. And we lost our shirts. Now, knowing what knowing what you told us now, I know that December, I'm taking a holiday in December. I'm nowhere near the markets in December.
I'm actually working on a boot camp for all of December because I tell people stop trading December, and I know they want to. December is trash.
Yep,
it's so bad.
Absolutely,
it is so bad.
well, you got us backing you up to the hilt because we know how bad it is.
It is night and day bad.
Tyrone, let me ask you some questions. So we're looking at flying you over it's going to be in January. Obviously, we got to wait for lockdown to be done and dusted. Okay. Yeah. So we're thinking the latter part of January. So we're going to go into a hotel which is called the Mercure Hotel in Haydock, which is a 4-star luxury hotel. It's phenomenal. Ooh. And you turned around and said you're going to bring your DJ gear. Yep. Okay. So
I'm bringing my DJ.
That's just SoundCloud.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take all the music out, and I'm gonna have it spun and mixed, and I can actually mix it live and stuff like that because I DJ too.
So we can have a party every evening. Well,
pretty much, yeah. We're gonna have real blue parties. We're gonna have real blue parties.
Okay, so we're gonna have a business opportunity meeting every evening. So guys, you can invite all your prospects, and prospects can come for free. Obviously,
yes. Let's get them signed up. Let's get them ready to go.
Obviously, as you know, for people to attend the event, it's got to be a paid event because there's going to be food, there's teas, coffees, refreshments, and everything else. And there is a cheap price if anyone wants to stay overnight in the hotel. If you've got long distance, but I know we're going to have people flying in from Europe and all over the place that will be there. So if they want to stay overnight, then they can phone the hotel direct and book their room direct. But Tyrone, just out of interest, In your, I'm going to ask you some real personal questions.
Right, perfect.
When you trade, how much ballpark do you make a year?
I'm not allowed to talk about that in recording.
Okay.
I told you, Brooks.
we get fined for that.
Okay, let me phrase the question differently. Tyrone, with you doing what you do, nothing to do with IM,
Yeah.
roughly how much do you make? Do you earn yourself a year?
I'm really, really good. I just started building like last month, so I really don't need the building.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Let's ask you a different question then. Let's say then we're talking about the event is going to be...
How about this? Wait, this would be a better thing. All right. If you want to talk personal, all right, because I can say this, there's no numbers. I just started building last month, all right? And I just received my first pay from Delorean last month. I've been here for a year and a half, so I've been doing pretty good trading.
Okay.
So like that gives you some.
But when we're at the event, roughly, if we start trading, bearing in mind this is going to be UK time, how many trades do you think you will call in the day?
Man, to be honest, I don't know. It's based on Delorean. Because the thing is, if you really understand Delorean, all it is pretty much an organized pullback. So we can catch days where maybe they won't even give us too many pullbacks. So we'll only get like 4 or 5 plays. We only need 2, but we'll get 4 or 5 plays. I would say no less than probably about 6 plays in a couple hours. I would say about no less than six plays, which that's actually way more than enough. But with risk to reward ratio of
can I ask Simon a question? Can I ask Simon a question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did I tell you you'd say?
Again.
I knew he was going to try and put you on the spot, and I knew
it's cool.
But I knew that you would say. I knew that you would say you will give what the market gives, because that's what the deal is.
It is like I wish I can just go there and say, hey, I'm going to give you. I wish. I promise you guys, I wish.
I know.
Here's what we know. Tyrone, let me ask something. I picked something up when we first came to IM. I picked something up from Brandon Boyd, and we talked to Brandon, and we talked about how much he made, how much he did make, and he said sometimes we win trades and we lose trades. He said sometimes I lose a trade. He said sometimes I have a bad day, and sometimes I lose a day, but I never lose a week.
Yep. I have not lost a week this whole year.
That's the point. You see, 12 months ago, I could not say that. 6 months ago, I could not say that.
Man, this is beautiful.
Since we got started with Delorean, I am consistent. Bang, bang,
yes!
bang, bang, bang.
And it's
frozen.
We have not had a losing week since we started. We haven't had a losing week since we started with everybody.
This is the killer, and this is the bit that I want to get across to the people that are watching this right now, and that is that this isn't magic. This is science. This is we know what we're looking at, and I go back to something you said right at the end when you said you were talking to the guy who introduced you to this, and he said, "Is it gambling?" And you said, "Not if you know what I know."
Yep.
That's the deal. It's knowing.
It's knowing.
And it's the fact that this is... See, I have never been a gambler. I just do not gamble with money.
I like strategies.
I am prepared to take a calculated risk, but I am not a gambler. And that's the thing that we've got on offer here. Now, if you're going to have... We're going to have people with us for a week. And you're going to have someone sat there. Some people are going to be there for a day. Some people are going to be there for a week. How much do you think you could advance their knowledge in a day? How much could you advance their knowledge?
Now, that's a great question. Okay, so everything that takes probably about 3 months, you guys are going to learn it in 2 days.
See, now that's cool. Because in 3 months, I cannot tell you how much I learned in 3 months. Just from the way we're doing it now.
My live sessions, my live teaching is way more in depth and more hands-on. So I'm able to get to the people. I'm able to like really, it's so much different. Because I used to do lives back in the day. To do a live, you would fly out to me. You would have to pay for that, and it was $5,000 for a day and a half.
That was another question I was going to ask, because you just said $5,000 for a day and a half.
Yep.
Guys, if you're taking a look at this right now, not even a tenth, not even a 20th of the price. Okay.
Yeah.
But let me ask you another question, Tyrone. When you
Yes.
first came up with Delorean, when you launched it with Patrick, how much were you charging people to get access to Delorean?
First package was $497. Second package was $997, and a monthly for $147 a month.
So $997 to get started, $147 a month.
Mm-hmm.
Just so the value that we have here is beyond belief.
Oh, and the retention was amazing. That's the big. That's why I am won it, because the retention, because people were paying it. Even when we signed the contract with IM, we had obviously had to cut it off, but people were paying it for years. Years, and they had the first 4 versions. You guys got the best one, the one where you can actually see everything. Like they didn't.
What we have has made a world of difference. But let me touch on something else, because I've got people in my team who love, they still love binaries. They love HFX.
Oh yes, I love this part, bro. Did I tell you about the new stuff?
I've got people in my team that are trading HFX, but they're using Delorean to call it.
Okay. This is the best part. I didn't tell you guys the update. We partner with HFX. And so we're going to be doing a big launch as soon as Hyperdrive comes out, because Hyperdrive, you can use it for binaries.
How far away is that, do we think?
Hyperdrive is already done. We're just waiting for corporate to just launch the freaking thing. It's already been done for 5 months. We already had somebody breach the system and already make money from it. The binaries, they're destroying binaries with it.
Well, I've got people in my team that are using it now. They're using Delorean as you see it right now, using the 1 minute and using the 1 minute and the 5 minute candles, and they're trading binaries using that, and they're trading successfully and consistently. Steve Brain,
100%, 90%. Well. Yep.
Yeah.
It's amazing, because the 3 candle rule is so accurate, and it's just that time thing. That's actually how I built my account. I actually did a couple accounts with some of my students at my house on binaries. And they were like, yo, this thing is going to take over. Like Hyperdrive, we already talked to Ness. It's going to take over. The whole company is going to take over.
When you say you're trading this on binaries, are you trading this through full-blown binary brokers where this is a time-limited trade? Or are you talking about... race option. Yeah? Okay. Because
now, I'm not going to lie to you. I haven't done a withdrawal yet, because I'm not really big in binaries. It was pretty much test. So I still got money in there.
Yeah.
I'm still testing brokers. I'm still new to the whole binary world.
Yeah.
I'm not that type of person that's going to lie to you guys, because I'm still new to it. Well, but it was amazing to see it work.
I'm going to say the same thing. You know, the team knows that when the team got excited about HFX, when they first heard about it, I still had that thing. I lost my shirt years ago, and I was still wary of it. And I was happy with Delorean. So I carried on trading Delorean. I let people do what they wanted to do, but I was still there championing Delorean. I opened a HFX account. I traded a little bit. If I see a trade and I go into a binary trade with a binary broker, and I'm in it for sort of 2.5 minutes, and then it starts to go against me and I can't do anything about it, it freaks me out. I can't handle that.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. And the one thing that I don't like about binary, which is not many, is binary is fun, but binary, you have to have a winning percentage to compound.
Yep.
In Forex, you do not have to have a winning percentage.
Well, that's the cool thing. You see, with binaries, you win
Forex
a percentage.
Better than
yeah, because with binaries, you're only winning a percentage of the amount that you stake. With Forex, you're winning a multiple of the amount that you're staking. Is that just me that's frozen, or is it?
Okay, so we're thinking the actual event will be sometime in
The good thing is that you're choosing January, because I'm telling you, man, January, the end of January should be pretty good because they usually get back kinda by around 15th of January. February is absolutely amazing. It's back in the trends. March is the best month ever. March, that whole spring is freaking amazing. So it's gonna be good because December is trash. Woo, so bad.
Well, the hotel that we're going to have the event in, you can make sure that you can bring your gym kit because they got gym, your swimming kit because they got swimming pool, and everything. The real quality. But we're going to have a lot of fun. And that's the most important part.
Yeah, I just want to bring as much value as possible.
Yeah, if anyone wants to book this, if you go into the Phoenix group, you're going to see the actual event is pinned at the top of the Phoenix, and you can book it straight away. I do think it will be a sellout because there's only.
I'm gonna tell you guys straight up. This is my first ever live like group trading and everything. I'm so stoked about this.
Wow.
Because I'm stoked about this. This is about to be so much fun because we're gonna be able to set the tone.
Yeah.
Because myself and Patrick, we wanted to do this. We just obviously when we first started, we just didn't have a lot of people involved. So we always wanted this. And then we were going to actually do our first tour in Europe. And then as soon as we actually set it for May 17th to start our tour, and then boom, lockdown.
Wow.
Yeah, we were going to do a tour and start in Europe, and we were going to do live blue parties. So this is going to be fun.
We had that conversation back in March. But you just mentioned something. Is Patrick coming over with you? Because we've never talked.
All I got to do is ask him. He'll be there.
Okay. Well, yeah. I don't know if Patrick is as wild as Tyrone.
Well, the thing is, we pretty much even each other out. We even each other out. So that's the reason why it's been a great relationship.
Tyrone, no. No, you don't. You're the wild man. And that's why we like it.
Yeah.
And I love it when you're on Delorean.
Man, I love it, man.
And you give some people, they ask you a question, you give them a bitch slap verbally. It is so fun.
I just believe that you guys don't deserve to be lied to. Like, this is like, I love what Roger was saying about the whole binary and how real it was. And that's why people respect you is because how real you are.
Oh, man.
Let's get it.
It will be a phenomenal event. And I do think that people leave it right until the last minute because a lot of people are last minute Johnnies. We all know that. And they're going to be a little bit upset because there won't be any space. But the venue and the accommodation and the setting is going to be phenomenal. Absolutely.
Man, y'all got me excited. Hey, can I get somebody to take me sightseeing? Because I want to look around.
Yeah, we can do that.
All right.
We can do that.
All right, please, because like I need to spend some time over there. Like Europe's the only place that I haven't really been everywhere.
Yeah, we can take you sightseeing, but sightseeing in January is going to be cold.
Very cold.
Bring warm clothes.
Because you're in Miami, aren't you?
You were in London in February. You know what it was like.
Guys, do not remind me. Oh my God.
Well, it's going to be colder than then.
No.
Yeah.
Can y'all like talk to like the sun gods and tell Hey, we'll give him some pips. We'll give him some pips.
We'll fix it.
Oh yeah.
Fix it.
Let's get it.
Big, thick sheepskin coat.
Oh, we going sheep. All right, well, I'm gonna have to do it. Wow. Okay. All right, let's do it. Oh my God.
But yeah, we can show you around. We give you some sightseeing, and
I'm excited. That's all I want.
Tyrone, you're a musician. We'll take you to the home of the Beatles.
Yeah, the Beatles.
Yes.
They live on the road.
Oh
my God, I love it.
It's like 40 minutes away. 40 minutes away. You'll love it. So, okay. So Tyrone, we know now, right now, between now and then, we've got to get these people building their accounts so that they can come across and they're positioned to maximize on this. So what would you recommend people do today? If you're getting started today, what would you recommend someone does to build from now to January?
Okay, I can tell you guys straight up, all right? I need you guys to listen to what I'm about to say right now. From now to January, you're in September. We got October, so September, October, November, December. That's 5 months. Get rid of December, that's 4 months. I need you guys compounding. Stop thinking about the end goal of 100K or whatever you want. Compound, because in 4 months, from compounding 500 pounds or anything 500 pounds, your account is sitting over 7 grand. Just compounding it with risk to and literally having human error, meaning you're not even getting the full week's amount. If you just follow the plan we have, I have many students before I even came to IM that have done this. They have done this, and it's not even like, it wasn't even hard for them because they're like, yo, coach, I was able to lose, and my account's still growing. It's because they got out of their brain of, oh, I need 100K tomorrow. No, build it. And I promise you guys, and there's not a lot of stuff we can promise. I've seen with people that don't even have a great risk, like not risk reward, but win percentage, still kill it. So I'm gonna let you guys know straight up, you do not. A lot of you guys are gonna have a better risk, not risk reward, but win percentage than I do. But the reason why my account looks different is because I stick to my rules. Oh, I stick to it. I stick to it. Man, I don't even go past it. And it's because I've been through that stuff. And you're gonna have some months that are gonna be way better than the other months. And it's amazing how it works. If you guys listen to that advice, it literally takes that weight off your shoulders. And that's why we tell you guys to do that. Because literally you can have any method in the world with a great risk to reward and money management, you're guaranteed for success. And I'm not allowed to say that. You're guaranteed for success because of the management. You only need to be 37% accurate. All the people that have series 7s and 11s and all different, when they're going for their series and everything, it's money management. It's not even about how great of a trader you are. It's money management. So once you have that, it's a game over. So guys, please compound your account, risk 2%. I don't know if you guys know the new updates should be coming, I think this week or next week. There's gonna be a risk to reward calculator on Delorean. So you don't have to go off of Delorean anymore. So that's going to be, it's going to literally tell you your lot size. It's going to tell you your lot size. So
that's actually within Delorean.
I'm happy. It's going to be on Delorean. Yep. I've been working on that for the last month, and I got a call today for it. So I'm really excited about that because one of the biggest things is people are just, they're slow at their risk, their lot size, which I get it. I'm faster at it because I've been doing it for a while. So I get it. So that's why I was like, I need this. I'm like, yo, I need this built ASAP. And we are here for you guys, 100%. I know sometimes we're really hard on you guys. We're here for you guys. We're traders first, educators first. We're here to make sure you have the highest probability possible, period. I love you guys. I want you guys to win. I know there's sometimes y'all like, man, look, this guy is so hardcore. He doesn't care. No, I care. I need your account winning.
I think you're very, very entertaining. I love your Delorean sessions. I absolutely wet myself when you're on Delorean. I just think you're so fun.
I just remember that first phone call that we did. I remember that first phone call that we did with you, and I noticed that you were sat in front of a keyboard, but it wasn't a piano keyboard. And I mentioned that, and the next thing you know, you're playing whilst we're talking, and we were waiting for Patrick to come on. And it's just
music. The biggest thing is like find something that hones your medium when you're trading. This is a tip for everybody out there: is you want to find a hobby that's outside of Forex, because Forex, you can literally get Forex binaries, you can get trapped in it. So a lot of times music is my safe haven. Patrick has his as well too. He plays video games. Everybody has their safe haven that keeps you outside of it, because I'm telling you, you will get trapped. So a lot of times I have music, it lets me know that I'm human. and brings me back. Because sometimes, man, you'll get trapped. You get trapped, and you got to get out of that mindset. So find your thing. Maybe it's pottery. Maybe it's online roasting people. I don't know. Like you find something that's going to literally take you far away from trading. So music, man, that thing sets me straight. I'm ready to go. Every time I'm ready to go. And that goes back to my dancing life. So
I've seen the videos. I've seen the videos. So yeah. Okay.
It keeps me like right there. It keeps me good.
Tyrone, fantastic. Thanks for coming on. We appreciate it so much. We also appreciate all the lives. We're going to enjoy a lot more lives with you between now and then.
Yes.
Could we impose a little bit and say sometime between now and the end of the year we come back and we revisit this and do another conversation like this, just to give
Simon and Roger, anything you guys need, Delorean Nation got you. You were the day ones. The day ones. We thank you.
Great.
We thank
Fantastic.
you so much.
Appreciate it. So we'll get you back sometime, maybe in another 4-6 weeks, something like that, and we'll just give everybody an update, because by then we're growing the team. We're going to get more and more people in. As we get more and more people in, we're going to have more and more people there sat in front of you. The deal is jam the doors.
Yeah.
We'll get
talk to Patrick. I already know Patrick will be out there.
Fantastic.
He'll be out there.
That's excellent.
Yeah, he'll be out there.
I'll tell you now, because you said yourself 2 different styles. It's just, I mean, Simon and myself, 2 different styles. Simon's the crazy one. I have to calm him down. Patrick calms me down. Yeah, I just sort of slap him every now and then, and we have a laugh together. We have the same kind of relationship as you 2 do. We work together great.
And I appreciate you guys allowing me to be 100% me, because there's so many people that always want you to change for the way that they are.
No.
And I appreciate you guys, because I've been dealing with that my whole career. They're like, oh, you need to be more like this. You need to be more. I appreciate you guys for letting me, and everybody on this call, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys for letting me be me.
No. And we have people, you're surrounded by people who love you for being exactly who you are. And I've got members of my family. I've got members of my family on this call right now, but I've got members of my family who are.
What's up, fams?
I've got members of my family who's, and like my cousin is 70 years old, loves your music. The only thing he gets slightly confused with music is some of the stuff that you're playing, because your music's relating to trading, and he's 70 years old, and his hearing goes a little bit, and then he hears you call something out, and he's looking around to see what's happening. It's your music. It's not you calling something out. It's the music in a song, and he's got, oh no, I don't have to do that. Oh, okay. Everybody loves
I love it.
Everybody loves
I love it.
Your lives, they're the best. They're the absolute.
Man, thank you. That means a lot. Sometimes I feel like I'm not doing enough.
No, Tyrone, you did great. We appreciate every minute of it. You know, the time that you've given us. You've over the months, you've expanded those hours. You've added more and more hours to it. We truly appreciate it.
Man, thank you. Thank you so much.
You may remember when we first got started, we had a lot to learn to actually get people to understand the value of coming to the lives. But now everybody gets it. Everybody sees
it's management. The lives are, guys, everybody on this call, the lives are not for you to make money. We make money. It's so you can see how we manage the trades, because the DeLorean calls the stuff we're good. Like, guys, the DeLorean is calling the same trades you're taking. You're just learning how we manage it live. And I think that's so powerful, because I've seen some people that are like, yo, Tyrone, the way you just take trades and you're just like so calm, even if it hits stop, he's like, bro, that freaking like helped me so much, because I freak out all the time. I'm like, no, because we got better trades popping up no matter what. And they're like, yo, that helps so much, especially when you're mapping it out. Yo, seriously. We want you guys to manage it even better than us. We want you guys independent. We want you guys hitting chairman. We want you guys on vacations, bringing me too. And we want you guys, like, seriously, just out there having a great time. Like, that's the goal.
Well, we're going to start it in January, and then we're going to go on from there. And it would be really cool if we can get to the point where we can book another venue somewhere hot. And maybe hot in Europe, so Tyrone gets Europe and hot. And then
no clothes at all. Yes.
I'm not doing that. I am not doing that one. You do not want to see
Okay.
that.
Yeah, Miami is hot 24/7. Oh my God.
Yeah, well, we got an antidote for that for you in January, but we're going to look at it. So, okay, guys, so that's it.
Let's do it. Appreciate you guys.
Thanks for coming on later. This is a later call for us tonight, but appreciate every minute of it. It's been great. So right now we have another Simon on Thursday night. Simon and I are going to do a live on Facebook. We've got a bunch of things we want to talk about with you, and then we're back on Monday with Brandon Boyd as well. So that's it for now. Keep doing what you're doing. We have everything rocking right now. We've got updates on Diva. Diva is turning over. Diva is doing better and better things for us. I sent an update on Diva earlier on. So
tell everybody, Rog, the information about Diva with the ads and the responses and everything else that you were telling me earlier.
Yeah, real quick update on Diva. If you guys aren't aware of the Diva update that I sent out to everyone else earlier on today, but Diva is now giving us the responses that we were expecting from it originally. Last week, Simon and I had a conversation with John and Ollie. We tweaked a bunch of things. We took things back. The number of leads that are coming back from Diva right now has increased massively over the last week. And yet we've only used 1/3 of the budget. What that means is we don't actually need to spend any money for the next 2 weeks. Strictly speaking, we should be buying some more ads this week, but we don't need to. We got another 2 weeks of budget out of this, and we'll be generating more leads for one advertising co-op than we would have got from the previous 3. So that's very, very cool. Second thing is we're going to do a new advertising co-op. So anybody who missed out on the last ad co-op will be able to get into the next one, which will be starting by the end of next week. But we have more leads coming through consistently. And I have John and Ollie tweaking it yet more because we were looking at it today. This afternoon, John and I were looking at it. We saw another area where we can refine it. We can get even more leads coming through. That's getting better and better, and it's starting to perform the way we expected it to perform. And you can see the results coming because all you've got to do is look in the Facebook group. When you look in the Facebook group, you can see new people being welcomed into the team day in, day out, day in, day out, day in, day out. We've got new people on the call right now. So, guys, everything is looking very, very rosy right now. So we're going to say thanks again to Tyrone. Thank you to each and every one of you. We're going to see you on Thursday and on Monday, and Tyrone's going to see everybody tomorrow morning. Bye, Tyrone. Bye, guys. I'm going to unmute the mics so that everybody can say goodbye. So
Bye-bye.
just well,
See you later, guys.
Salut.
I can't unmute all. Oh. Yay.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you,
Bye,
Tyrone.
guys.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Roger. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
See you later, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.